At least 11 priests responsible for 15 allegations of sexual abuse and millions of dollars in counseling and cash payouts. Tonight, a defender's investigation uncovers new revelations about past abuse within the Roman Catholic Diocese of Charlotte.
It comes on the heels of a grand jury report that identified 300 predator priests in Pennsylvania, men of God, who worked for an institution that protected them, not their victims. Defender Nathan Morbido joining us live with what he's found out. Nathan?
So we don't know the names of all 11 priests, but we do know from church records at least that many faced accusations of sexual abuse here since 1972. The Diocese of Charlotte is quick to remind us that abuse all took place decades ago. Still, our investigation found the diocese continues to pay the price, doling out money every year to victims.
He told my mother that he did not like Father Wellinger the way he tickled him.
Pam Wennerston-Lyko knows her brother's experience is far from unique.
They would have done the right thing then. My brother would have never been molested.
Jeffrey's life derailed by a Pennsylvania priest at a young age, followed by 30 years of suffering and then death at the age of just 42.
He died of a massive heart attack in his sleep.
The details reduced to one paragraph on page 783 of the grand jury report. His sister, now an advocate for victims in Charlotte. If you could say one thing to the institution that is the Catholic Church, what would it be?
Quit covering this up. Say you are sorry, offer and apologize to the victims.
Records show the Diocese of Charlotte is still trying to make things right for the abuse suffered at the hands of priests here.
There's no excuse for it, none whatsoever. All we can do is say we're sorry.
The diocese spent more than $2 million on settlements, lawsuits, counseling, and medical services over the last 30 years. The expenses detailed in annual reports, documented every year consecutively from 2003 through 2017.
Some have paid out literally hundreds of millions of dollars in settlements. Our problem has not been on that scale.
David Haynes confirmed at least 9 priests in this region faced 15 allegations of sexual misconduct in all, many of those priests assigned to the Charlotte Diocese, and one convicted of covering up an abuse case involving a music minister.
Comparatively, we have not had as much trauma as some places have.
I think it's significant.
Attorney Seth Langston's represented several of the victims, securing a $1 million settlement in one of those cases.
I saw a lot of files.
He can't repeat some of what he knows, considered confidential.
They'd be stunned.
But he says what he read is shocking.
I think they've long covered up and protected and welcomed sex abusers.
Haynes denies that claim.
I'm sitting here because the bishop has asked me to represent him.
And also denied our request to talk with the bishop.
Wouldn't these words seem more powerful coming from his mouth?
Well, the bishop has spoken on this. It was a long time ago, it was in 2004.
And the bishop addressed the issue of sexual abuse for the first time in 14 years, just 2 days after our interview with his spokesperson. At a gathering of Catholics uptown, he said he was disgusted by the revelations in Pennsylvania and begged God to bring healing to the victims.
All right, Nathan, wow, thank you for that report.